Hi, Suzy Raines here with Starting a Business Simplified. So today I wanted to talk to you about pricing. I know we talked about it last month, and so I wanted to continue that conversation. Pricing is one of those things that is tied to every single thing in your business. When you set up your pricing, it allows you to use that number to be able to calculate the other numbers in your business. So how much staff do you need or how many clients can you have? It really helps you determine how much income you need in order to pay expenses, pay for your taxes, pay for your salaries. And so it's a key component of your business. Today, though, I want to talk about what makes it difficult to price your services. There are a few things that come up when people are thinking about pricing services. And the first one is, what do I charge? It's like an open blank slate. So, in order to overcome that, what I recommend, and I talk to my clients about, is to go and look and see what is happening in your industry. What is happening in your space with your services and similar services to what you do? So, for example, if I'm going to use myself as an example because it's what I know, I do business plan coaching, but I am tied to business consulting or business coaching. That's the industry that I'm in. Because I'm helping small business owners, I want to go and look and see what other people are doing. So it's okay to stalk people in your industry. So depending on what you're doing, you can go out there and look and see and go in, sign up for things, the free things that they're giving out, see what it is that they're doing and what it is that they're offering. Now, if you're in a business that is not online, so say you have a physical service that you do, I'm going to use house cleaning, for example. Say you go and you're a house cleaner, then you can look those things up and they usually have pricing right there on their website, or you can go search and ask questions, ask them to give you a quote. And many businesses do this. They actually go and they ask as a customer because they want to know what their competitors are doing. For me, with business plans, I went and I searched to see what other tools are out there for business plans. And there's books and there's templates and there's free stuff. I mean, I'm competing with a free industry. You can go to the Small Business Association and find all kinds of amazing things out there. So it's just getting to know what's out there, and then the next struggle, so your industry and finding out what's happening, so that helps you come up with a baseline. And then you need to think about, and this is where people get stuck. I got stuck. Everybody gets stuck. Pricing your services for what they're worth. So you're looking at the industry and you're seeing what's out there. You have to look at it from, what is it that they're offering? And exactly what is it that they're offering. So for me, I have 20 years of business experience. I have a degree in business and I've owned small businesses. I have a lot of experience and a lot of things that I bring to my coaching, and I'm a certified coach. So all of these things combined allow me to price my services on the higher end or mid-range, high end of what it is in my industry. For those of you who may be starting new, so you're starting in an industry that you're not as familiar with or you don't have as much experience, look in what the industry standard is and sit down and write out what experience you have, what education you have, and what is it that you're actually offering in your service. Then you can take that information and you can compare it to similar people doing that same thing in your industry and start with the pricing that's right around the same as them. So it's okay to price your services similar to what's already going on. You just want to find from the low to the high where you fall in between. Where is it that your services fall? And remember, if you don't want to underprice, so what you want to do is look at your industry and find that sweet spot. So don't sell yourself short. And this is a huge one. We always want to charge less for some reason we feel either people aren't going to pay the price that you're asking, or we feel like it's too much money. That's not the case. People will pay whatever it costs for the service that you offer. It's a matter of finding where you fit in the industry with your experience, your education, what you're offering. Those three components in your industry, and if you're priced within the range that's there, people are going to pay for it. They need your service. They need you. They're looking for you. You're just not out there where they can find you yet. So it's not about whether or not you're going to get paid. You will. People will pay for what you have. It's figuring out where you fall in that range. So if you get stuck on, I'm worried about imposter syndrome, or I feel like I can't charge that much, take a minute and write down every single thing that your service, the experience you have, the the education you may have gotten, the things that you've done in your life that add to what it is that you do in your services. So, for example, with me, if I go back and I look at my whole history of working in business and all of the experiences that I've had, there's a lot there that I offer. And it's not that I put it in my service offer, it's I have that education and that knowledge so I can share that with my people, with my clients, with my audience, with my potential clients. All of this is what I'm giving you right now in this video. I'm giving you my knowledge and what I understand. I used to work for a billion-dollar company doing operations, sales operations, and I worked with our pricing team. We had an entire pricing team that worked at our headquarters, and that is all they did was figure out pricing for our products and services. So I have the knowledge to share with you guys, and that's what I'm doing. I'm giving you all of this information, and that's part of my list. That, oh wait, I have pricing, I have pricing knowledge. I can offer that. So think of all the things that you can do for your clients and how you can build that into your services, and then think about what that's worth. Would they have to go and do 20 years of business experience to be able to have what I have? Or can I package that up for them and shorten it down and say, for the next 6 to 8 weeks, I'm going to help you and give you everything that you need to write a business plan and to be successful with it. And it's going to cost you what I price it and what fits in that. So you're saving them time and you're saving them money, no matter what you price your services at, depending on what your service is. If it's a service where you're working with somebody physically, then you have to think about what it costs for you to physically work with them. Is there travel involved? Is there products that you need? So again, using the house cleaning example, if you're purchasing cleaning products and you have a vacuum and you have all this equipment that you use, that's another conversation, but you have to remember that is a cost for you. So you need to make sure that you're putting in the amount of what it's costing to use your cleaning supplies and your equipment. So that's a part of pricing as well. I am going to be doing a pricing class. It's going to be a basic pricing class live in January. It's scheduled for January. On my website, if you go to work with me, you'll see the live class list, and it has all of the live classes that I'm going to be doing. You can sign up for them and come to the live class. The other thing that I have done is I've created recorded classes, and they're not recorded with live people because I want to respect people's privacy, but they are classes that I've done and they're pre-recorded. So you can go in and watch them at your own leisure. And again, those are listed on my website as well. If you go go to suzyraines.com and the work with me, and there's the live class list, and there's also the recorded class. So I encourage you, if you're stuck and you want to go through a class on this topic, and they're mini classes, so they're not more than 20 minutes long. They're all shorter than 20 minutes. And it gives you all the valuable information. I have tools in there that you can download. So there's a lot there that you can do. But again, I just wanted to come on here and explain that pricing is so important in your business because that number, so I'm going to give you a little example. That number that you come up with, I'm just going to throw out $100. That's way cheap, but I'm just going to use that as an example because it's easy to calculate in my head because I don't have anything to calculate. So $100 for your service. If you take that $100 and you say, okay, my goal is I need $1,000 a month, then you need 10 people to buy that $100. So 10 people a month is what you need to reach your $1,000 goal. So your price that you do for your services is directly linked to how much work you have to do and how many people you can see, how many people get that service. And how do you do that? Does it cost you time? Does it cost you money to do those things? So again, using the house cleaner example, if you have to drive to all these different houses, can you physically and monetarily afford to drive to 10 people's houses in a month? That might be easy and fine. But for some people, depending on what they have and how far people live and how much fuel costs, everything that goes into that goes into your price. And that's why right now we are struggling with inflation. And that's a huge thing. The reason that we're struggling with inflation is that things cost more. So if cleaning supplies cost more, then that house cleaner has to raise their price to be able to afford the cleaning supplies to be able to come clean your house. So inflation directly affects pricing, and pricing is what affects the overall income in your business. So I know that's a lot, but I talk about it in the class too. So hopefully this was helpful, and it gave you some stuff to think about. The takeaway from this is sit down and write out what you have to offer with your experience, your education, what it is that you do for your service. What kinds of things do you offer in your service? And take your industry, research your industry, go out and pretend you're a client and ask questions and ask for quotes and ask for pricing, what your competitors are doing, and bring that back and compare those two to figure out where your pricing falls in that sweet spot. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will see you in my next video.